What is the very first body part that you ate?
Probably like...
Hello and welcome to Revealing Your Secrets, the podcast. Just a warning for everyone listening. I would suggest that maybe you don't eat towards the end of the show today because we will be speaking with a cannibal. What a job.
You've got mail.
Before I tell you what happened, I must give you context first. My stepdad is obsessed with blue tractors. When me and my mom first moved into his house in the countryside, I thought it was an inside joke. 8 years later, and I don't find it funny anymore. He plays tractor videos on his phone on full volume all the time. You might be wondering, what are tractor videos? Literally videos of tractors being driven in a field. You can imagine how bloody annoying that sound is and how grateful I was when I got into uni, which is a 2-hour drive away. The extensiveness of his obsession is so bad that I haven't brought any friends or anyone back ever from a night out, because when you walk into the house, you see more photographs of tractors than me on the walls. And there is a literal tractor shrine that takes up half of the house. I honestly don't understand how my mom is married to him. Right, so this is what happened. A couple of years ago, when I was living at home, my stepdad had bought himself a cheap pair of fake Apple headphones. You have to plug them in and then also connect them by Bluetooth for them to work. The capitalization is necessary. He gave them to me because he thought they were crap, but it was actually because he didn't know how to connect them. I had used them a couple of times because I misplaced my own headphones. After I showed him how to use them, he finished work early and I was in my bedroom. He went straight to his bedroom, which was weird because normally he would sit in the kitchen for 5 hours watching tractor videos. Not even exaggerating. Anyway, I didn't think too much of it and assumed he was just tired. So I went downstairs to make a drink and I saw his headphones on the side. I wanted to listen to music and was a considerate human being and use headphones instead of playing everything on full volume. So I plugged them in and started hearing tractor sounds and then female moaning. The headphones were still connected to my stepdad's phone. He was upstairs trying to watch tractor porn. Tell Amanda to Google it. It's a thing. Amanda, you know what to do.
Oh my goodness.
This is not safe for work.
That's my first written shout out. I'm emotional.
I like how you're happy that they're talking to you at all, but they're just asking you to look up tractor porn.
I don't care. It's so nice. I'm attracted.
Oh my God,
I'm
you're attracted.
Okay, I'll get to Googling.
Are you really going to look it up? Are you allowed to do that here? I mean,
why not? Why
okay, cool. We don't have HR, do we?
No, hell no.
Awesome.
There's no place for HR around here. Tractor porn videos. Whoa.
Can you describe what you're seeing?
Okay, hell yeah. It's on Pornhub. It's like a full-on situation.
Awesome.
Oh my God. No, I don't know. I don't know if I can do all of this right now. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best with it.
Can you just kind of give me a rundown at what's happening?
Okay. There is... Yeah, we can do it on here.
Wait, you're going to show me the porn?
Why don't we show you the porn?
Okay, Amanda's showing me tractor porn.
Tractor porn. But okay, but which one should I click on? I feel like you're more well-versed. Which
Oh,
one's a good porn website? I'm asking for recommendations on which one to click. You know, which one's good?
Probably the first one.
Yeah,
Tractor
I feel like
porn.
first the Pornhub.
Okay,
yeah.
probably that one. See, it's this
I
that
don't
really...
know if I want to do this.
That's what I said. As soon as I clicked on this, I'm like, I don't know if I really...
It's too much. It's too much.
Oh, do you think my tractor is sexy?
Oh my God. This is a lot. This is a lot.
You know what? Let's backpedal a little here.
Okay, well, we can confirm that tractor porn is real.
Hey, I Googled. How'd I do?
You did great.
Okay.
You
awesome.
did great. I'm scarred, but you did great.
Okay.
I asked for it. It's cool.
Carrying on.
Woo! Okay.
Oh my God. That woke me up though. We're recording a little earlier today and I'm like, I'm awake now.
Yeah.
Tractor porn.
Like, good morning. Good morning. All right.
Whew.
Moving on.
And then he calls down and asks if the Wi-Fi is working for me. So in shock, I pulled out the headphones and say yes. So then the headphones disconnected and he thought it was just his phone messing up with the sound. Later that week, he got a new phone because he thought his was broken. And still to this day, he doesn't know. I know. He watches tractor porn. Another funny thing is my mom jokes about him watching it and has no idea that it's true. So yeah, that's my secret about my tractor-obsessed stepdad watching tractor porn story. I love that your stepdad got a new phone because there was an error in his Bluetooth. It's just so on par with everything else happening in this story. Also, this has nothing to do with tractor porn, but I just want to go on a quick tangent, which is it irks me so much when people listen, especially dudes. Sorry, I'm not saying it's all dudes, but it's usually dudes. Who listen to their, well, do you know what I'm going to say? Who listen to their content
I didn't even need to know.
full volume. Is that what you thought I was going to say?
Listen to their content on full volume?
Yes. They'll be watching like an airplane flying in the sky for 15 minutes. And I'm like, I don't even know why you're watching this. Do not subject me to this as well. It's so irritating. And I'm like so cautious of how I influence other people's environment. So if I'm watching a video on loud, which I just wouldn't do, I'm going to be neurotically pressing the up button so I can hear it and then the down button so nobody else can hear it. So I just like, I guess I can't wrap my head around it. I also get really auditorily overstimulated. So maybe I'm just hypersensitive to it. But I think anyone finds that annoying. I mean, Amanda, you knew exactly what I was going to say.
It's true, but I love how we both focused on other things that, aside from the fact that this guy's
porn.
into tractors. I feel like we're sidestepping this a little bit.
Here's my question, though. Is he attracted to tractors?
The answer to that is no. He's attracted.
Is he attracted to tractors?
He's attracted.
Or he might just be combining two things that he likes, you know, like tractors and titties. Like, I like the beach. So maybe beach porn would be something I'd enjoy. I'm not necessarily getting off at the sand, per se.
Oh, that's a good point.
But I'm wondering, like, is he really looking at the tractors and checking out their shiny rims and that round wheel? Or is it more just, like, I like this, so I'm going to incorporate it in my sex life?
That's a good question.
It's a great question, and I think I would like for the submitter to go and ask their stepdad what exactly about tractor porn gets them going. I know that's not a conversation she's willing to have, and I'm not going to ask you to have it. I wonder how many people listening to the podcast are going to now watch tractor porn. I'm not suggesting that you do, but if you do, I would love a review in the comments on YouTube. Yeah,
because that was a little, it was tough to find the right thing.
I feel like we didn't give it a real thorough go.
No, yeah, we need someone else to do the legwork. Yeah.
This is not the place for that.
No, like, get back to us. Let us know in the comments.
Please, but also no pressure. I definitely don't want to encourage our audience.
Do you remember that show, My Strange Addiction?
Yes.
And there was that episode where it was like, I'm in love with my car. Everyone remembers that. You have to remember that episode. I feel like everyone remembers that episode.
I don't.
I brought that up. This has come up like many times in conversation. I feel like I brought up this exact specific episode. But the guy's in love with his car.
And is he sexually attracted to it?
Like, he's like attracted to he's attracted to his car.
I think that's likely what's happening here.
I feel like the porn would be different, right? Because it's like, if you're attracted to the actual vehicle, then
you
it's
wouldn't
be
need
like,
a human there.
It's gonna be like long, like flowy, slow panning shots of like the car,
like almost an ad for the car,
like,
or for the tractor.
Because what this guy would do is he would like wax it all the time and like spend time with it, and then he would also like, he was like, my favorite. I remember this. I'll remember it forever. It's burned into my brain. He said, "Yeah, we're intimate."
The world is a crazy place. Now I have more questions than answers about how attracted this guy is to his tractor.
I mean,
we'll never know. We'll never know.
I wonder if he's ever thought of that too, that he's attracted. Or is it just us?
We're going to be left wondering forever. All right, let's continue. So a perk of this job is getting to try new products from our sponsors. And about a month or so ago, I got a box from Wildgrain to try. And now I cannot will not go back to consuming grocery store bread. Wildgrain is the first bake from frozen box for artisanal bread, plus they have amazing rolls, pastries, and even handmade pastas. Wildgrain uses only clean ingredients such as unbleached and non-GMO flour and utilizes a slow sourdough fermentation process that's healthier for you and tastes better than anything you can find in a grocery store. Every item bakes from frozen in 25 minutes or less, and for every new member, Wildgrain donates 6 meals to the Greater Boston Food Bank. All you have to do is sign up at wildgrain.com/secrets and choose what type of box you want to receive and how often. It's easy to reschedule, skip, or cancel. Among some other items, my box came with a sourdough loaf, an everything seasoned sourdough loaf, a cran pecan sourdough loaf, all of which I consumed already. And they were so yummy. I also tried their pasta, which was really good. And honestly, I was skeptical from the beginning that any of the food would be much different than what I find in a grocery store, but it sincerely is, and it tastes so much better. Hungry already? For a limited time, you can get $30 off the first box plus free croissants in every box when you go to wildgrain.com/secrets to start your subscription. You heard me, free croissants in every box, and $30 off your first box when you go to wildgrain.com/secrets. That's wildgrain.com/secrets, or you can use promo code SECRETS at checkout. I recently cleaned out my bathroom and came across so many skincare products that I used maybe 3 times and then completely forgot about. It can be overwhelming when there are too many options available. How do we know which ones work best? Which ones work best together? How long do I give something a try before giving up on it? Finding skincare products that actually work for you is complicated, and that's why we are excited to partner with Apostrophe, a sponsor of this episode. Apostrophe is an online platform that connects you with an expert dermatology team to get customized acne treatment for your unique skin. Through Apostrophe, you can get access to oral and topical medications that use clinically proven ingredients to help clear acne. Simply fill out an online consultation about your skin goals and medical history, snap a few selfies, and a board-certified dermatologist will help you create your first customized treatment plan. Apostrophe offers access to treatments for all types of acne, from hormonal acne to facial acne, even backne, chestne, and butt acne. They treat breakouts from head to toe. If you are like me and you try to do everything efficiently, like this ad right now, Apostrophe is your friend. Submitting my information was so quick, I didn't need to go anywhere for an appointment, and then the product showed up at my door. We have a special deal for our audience. Get your first visit for only $5 at apostrophe.com/secrets when you use our code SECRETS. That's a savings of $15. This code is only available to our listeners. To get started, just go to apostrophe.com/secrets and click begin visit, and then use our code SECRETS at sign up, and you'll get your first visit for only $5. Thank you, Apostrophe, for sponsoring this episode. This is like the dumbest secret I've ever submitted, but it is a secret. I'm 18 and I play the My Little Pony mobile game religiously, but I don't tell anyone because my outward personality already comes off as very immature, so I don't want people having more reasons to misjudge me. The game is actually really good. I used to play it as a kid, and it was my favorite, so I play it because I miss those times. Love your vids. I don't even think this is a crazy secret, and it's not something you should be ashamed about either. A life hack that I think a lot of people sleep on is the fact that honoring and playing with your child self significantly increases your well-being. Personally, I like doing improv and clowning. Yes, I clown because it sparks that child in me that liked playing make-believe. So by all means, play My Little Pony. You saddle up and get on that pony. And everyone spread the word so other people feel inspired to play My Little Pony as well, or whatever their My Little Pony equivalent is. Amanda, do you have a My Little Pony equivalent? You knew I was going to ask.
I totally do. I love, everybody knows this. I feel like everybody knows this about me, and you need to know it now too.
Okay, great. This is a bonding moment.
I love all little cute little girl stuff. Like I really, when I see little girls, I'm like, I love your bow, and I'm serious. Like, I'm like, I'd wear it.
Oh, that actually totally checks out based on your attire.
I know. But also, I love rainbow sprinkles so much.
I love rainbow sprinkles.
I love them, and I feel like it is kind of like inner child work when I just think they make everything so happy, and I love them,
I agree.
The whole cake eating experience is elevated, like times 10.
With rainbow sprinkles?
Yes.
Yeah.
So I feel you on the My Little Pony thing. Like, I don't know if I'd like play the game, but that's no shade. I mean, I just don't really like play games.
Honestly, no shade in what you just said, but I'm going to throw some shade. I like that those things light you up, but it's not like an activity. You know what I mean? Like, how much can you do with rainbow sprinkles? You need.
Right. I can go to an ice cream place and get them.
That's true. You know what? You're right. Oh my God, you're right. I'm sorry.
I mean,
are we fighting?
No, never.
That's me whenever there's even like a 0.004% conflict. I'm like,
I
oh
feel the
no,
same.
we're fighting.
No, I know. I do the same thing. Or if someone just like responds to a text in a way that's like, I'm like, that wasn't enough emoji.
With no exclamation point.
Emojis. I love emojis so much. And I feel like that is something.
I don't know if that's a
Okay,
child.
damn. I just keep missing.
I'm like
I
hitting
just keep
you.
missing. I don't actually, the thing is I don't really play games. I actually, I mean, I feel like maybe like, I don't know. I don't color. That would be like me lying. I don't really do that. But the idea of it is cute.
I love coloring.
I was just watching this thing about an adult, like an interview with an adult baby, and they were talking about how they like to color.
Can you define an adult baby?
It's like a fetish thing.
Okay. They're not. It's not a medical condition. It's a mental condition.
Yeah, it's like a kink.
Got it.
Yeah, it's a kink. Yeah, it was interesting. There's this YouTube series someone told me about. I met them on the street, which is like kind of fitting, but anyway, we were just chatting, and he told me about this YouTube show called Soft White Underbelly, and it's just like interviews with like
Adult
people
babies.
that are adult baby, like just people that are doing like alternative things or living in an alternative
Oh, that sounds really cool.
It's really interesting.
Oh, they should get the tractor guy on there.
They get a lot of, I mean, like people know about it for sure. They should get the tractor guy in there with his tractor. Like they'd roll it in. It'd be like this. This is my girl.
Yeah, we get intimate.
Yeah, we're intimate.
Hi. First of all, I'm Latina, so if I speak weird, just keep in mind that it's not my first language, LOL. So, I was with my boyfriend at the time, and we were getting into it. We started going at it. Normally, I like it better in the missionary position, but this time he asked me to be on top, which wasn't a big deal or anything at the time. And we were very, 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 focused, LOL. Okay. The thing with me is that I don't get an orgasm through penetration, only when I rub my clit against something or with my fingers. By the way, join the club. That's every woman. It's a myth, or it's not a myth, but it's a misconception that most women cannot orgasm through penetration. So if you feel bad about yourself, like you're high maintenance or something's wrong with you because you can't, you're wrong because you're right. Your body's right. Your mind has been corrupted. Thank you for listening. Let's continue. He was about to come and I didn't. So I started rubbing myself against him and I was doing it really fast so we could come at the same time together. And something came that it wasn't supposed to come out. I swear on my life that I never had this issue before and this marked me for the rest of my existence. I shat on my boyfriend. Not like a lot, but enough for us to feel it and smell it. You don't know how this is so hard for me to admit. I haven't said a thing about this ever since it happened. He was so shocked. So was I. I couldn't move or talk. I couldn't find the words to explain why I stopped suddenly. He tried his best to make light of the situation, but I was mortified with everything that I took it all the wrong way. At last, he hugged me, and we never mentioned it again. At least, not me, until now. LOL. I think this is a beautiful story. Genuinely, we need moments like this when we accidentally literally shit on our significant others. It bonds you. It humbles you. It breaks down walls. You've experienced this together. You get through it together. I think it's way more valuable than, say, a fun night out on the town. When I get into a new relationship, I don't look forward to saying I love you for the first time or kissing for the first time. I look forward to shitting in front of each other for the first time because that's real intimacy. I'm half kidding, but I'm also half serious. Like, whatever feelings would be coming up in my body if I were reading a romantic novel are coming up for me right now. I think it's really sweet. And I don't know if that may not be normal. Amanda, do you feel romantically?
I get what you're saying. It's like intimacy.
It's endearing.
Okay, but also I feel like you're like, you have to tell a story now.
What? What do you mean?
Do you
Are you
have
asking if I've ever
experience
shit
with
on
this?
anyone?
I feel like you might because you're so into it.
Give me a second. Let me rack my brain.
All right, I'm ready. I'm ready.
No, look, if I'm going to be fully honest, which is what I'm trying to do here, I've never shit on anyone. It's not like a fetish or anything, but I do have, I don't know if I have IBS, but I have stomach issues. And so for me, it means a lot when I can get comfortable enough with a partner to just do what I need to do because I do get sick often. And I think that's why I think this is like symbolic of the ultimate comfortability in that arena.
That's true. That's true.
Have you ever shit on anyone?
Thankfully, no.
Okay.
It's never happened. If it does, you'll be the first to know.
I really hope so, and I'm going to be really mad if I'm not.
I think, you know what? It's a deal.
Great.
Right here.
Hi. First of all, I love you and your videos. My secret is that sometimes I am disgusted by my husband. Like, I love him more than anything, but sometimes he just pissed me off. All he does is play games or is constantly stuck on TikTok. But when he's on his phone, he literally will not answer me, even if I'm standing right in front of him. He's like an iPad kid. And if I do interrupt him, he gives me so much attitude, like, what the fuck, dude? I'm your wife. And he's constantly just in a shitty mood. I understand he has a hard job, but he doesn't have to take it out on me. He doesn't do anything around the house. Yesterday, his friend group chat sent a girl's nudes, and I saw it. Apparently, they were just making fun of her, but that doesn't make it any better at all. Literally, it really doesn't. Later on, I confronted him, telling him that it made me uncomfortable and I felt disrespected. Guess what? He got mad at me. Like, what? I was physically nauseous from it, so obviously it affected me. But how is he going to get mad at me for expressing that I don't like him looking at other girls' nudes? I admit this has been a problem, even if it's just like half-naked girls on TikTok, because I do have a jealousy problem, but it's only because I'm so insecure because he never compliments me anymore. And I'm constantly complimenting him. And I've already asked him about doing marriage counseling or couples therapy, and he refuses. What do I do? Firstly, I just want to say, before you own the idea that you have jealousy issues, maybe consider that you're just with a partner who makes you feel disrespected and insecure.
Snaps.
Yeah. I feel like I'm not really in the position to give you advice because I'm single, not married, and basically a child, but so is your husband, so I'm going to give you advice. I would jump ship. Or I would tell him that I'm thinking about jumping ship so that he can redirect his ship so that you don't jump ship. But I don't ship this relationship. It sounds really, really not fun. I don't know. I just hate that he turned it around on you when you tried to talk to him. And I also hate if he refuses to get help, it's like, what else can you do other than leave? And for goodness sake, do not have a child with this child. You're going to have 2 iPad kids. I know it's bad. I feel like it's bad to just tell someone who's married to leave their relationship, but this sounds horrible. Like, this is nightmarish to me. And I empathize that he has this addiction, which he probably doesn't even realize it's an addiction. But yeah, if you're asking him to get help and he refuses to get help.
Or just refuses to have, and at the end of the day, it's like about self-awareness, right? Like, if you're like, all right, I recognize I have a problem. I love you. I want to work on it, or if they're just like, no, I want to,
and you're the problem.
You're the problem. And just like, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And that's when it's kind of the same thing. Like, we keep going back to the dump him, but it's kind of the same thing. It's like this. It's like, ask for your needs to be met. You have to speak up. If they aren't, then you get to decide.
Then dump him.
Yeah, then dump him.
Should we get merch that says dump him?
I think we should, in like collegiate letters. Yeah.
Yes.
I love it. I would rock that shit so hard.
Okay, leave a comment and let us know if you would want that.
Yes.
I was thinking we could have a shirt that had all of the weird wordplay that you come up with, because I feel like you're so good with wordplay.
Okay, what would be on it? Cannibal,
and attracted is where we're going so far.
All right, we'll start a list.
We'll keep it going.
Okay, cool.
All right, let us know if you're interested. Let's get on to the voicemails. Now a word from our sponsor, Betterhelp. Hearing all of these secrets always reminds me to take care of my mental health because it's a lot to process. And we're all just out here trying our best, struggling a little bit. So if you are currently interested in therapy, a great way to take care of your mental health, check out BetterHelp Online Therapy. There are a million reasons I love therapy. One reason is just having someone who's always in my corner, non-judgmentally listening to what I'm going through and knowing that she's always there to help me really means a lot. BetterHelp is online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat-only therapy sessions, so you don't have to see anyone on camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/Alyx, ALYX. That's betterhelp.com/Alyx.
Okay. Hi, Alex. So my secret is, I don't really know if it's, or it is my secret, I guess. So my parents are divorced, and I didn't find out about it until quite 5 years after it happened. And it's because my mom cheated on my dad. And I remember as a kid, my mom took me to the beach, and it just so happened that one of her friends was there. And we were like, oh, okay, hey. And I was 8 maybe at the time. And so we were on the beach, and they weren't acting coupley, but it was she was acting like she would around my dad with him. And I never thought anything of it. And maybe last year, I asked my mom if that was the guy that she cheated on my dad with. And she was like, yeah, he really wanted to meet you.
Ugh.
So my mom introduced me to the man she cheated on my dad with behind my dad's back and behind my back. Ugh, eh.
Oh my God, the pain in her
Ugh.
voicemail. There are so many ways to fuck up your kids.
Mhm.
And parents are out here trying them all. But one way that seems really common, and I imagine a parent, I'm not a parent, so who am I to say, but I'm going to say anyways, seems unassuming, but is so dangerous, is just lying to your kid. It is so sad. This secret, it's not making me laugh. I'm not even shocked. I'm just sad. And I'm definitely not going to be watching beach porn now. Y'all ruined it for me. You, your mom, and your mom's lover. Which, by the way, let me just take a minute to complain about something. Notice how I just said your mom's lover. There is no equivalent for women cheating on their husbands to the word mistress. And I'm sorry if you've been a longtime viewer. Is there?
No, that's wild. I'm like,
It's
mind
crazy. And if you're a longtime viewer, you've heard me go on this tangent before because I realized it in a video a long time ago. But it's I looked it up, and you can use the word paramour, but paramour is, which crazy because I've, love the band, didn't know that's what that meant.
Never knew that.
But it's a genderless expression, so you could use it either way. There is no word for a woman cheating on their husband, which maybe we should celebrate. Maybe that means women rule and we don't cheat as much. But we do cheat, and I want a term for it. I want gender equality in cheating vocabulary, and I will die on this hill.
Amen, sis. I feel like we need to come up with the name.
I know. It seems like with all the talk about wordplay, we should.
All right, well.
We'll sit on it.
Yeah.
Okay, this is a story of the time I kind of scammed a guy out of $500 through Instagram DMs. And, that sounds bad, but he kind of deserved it. He went into my DMs and was asking me for sexual favors for money. That being, he wanted me to come over, get fucked up with him, and then give him a quote unquote massage. I was a massage therapist at the time, and that's completely against the law. But I wanted to fuck with him because I'm truly disgusted by people like him. So I was like, yeah, I'll come over, blah, blah, blah. And I kind of just wanted to see if he would send the money. Because, if he didn't, who cares? But if he did, that's $50 in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, he did send the money to hang out. And I don't know if it was 50. I think it was 25. And I was like, oh shit, this guy actually sent me money. Let's see how far I can take this. So first I started off by telling him that I don't live in that city. I live in the country over, because I live in the bordering state of Canada. I need gas money, and I also need money for massage oil. So that would be $40 for my tank and then $80 for this special massage oil that's handcrafted from a special massage oil store. He completely bought it. And he sent me the money for my gas and the money for my massage oil that doesn't exist. This was during the time of COVID. So I knew there was like some weird border laws, not laws, but like things going on. And so I was like, hey, the border police won't let me through because they're saying I need to give them a coronavirus border fee of some sort that costed $130. So if you can send that to me, that would be cool. And he was getting a little sussed out at this point and asking a lot of questions, but I kind of made it seem more realistic, I guess. It wasn't realistic at all, though. Like it was so easy for someone to notice that I was fucking with them. So anyway, he ends up sending me double that amount because I told him I need it there and back. It's like 2 different fees. And as soon as he sent me that money, I literally screamed. I felt like a horrible person, but I also felt like there's no way you as a grown person should be falling for that. But anyway, I do feel kind of bad. And he did make many other Instagram accounts under the username of I'm coming for you and other threatening little phrases you can mash into a fucking Instagram username. And I don't know, I just kept blocking him and he hasn't bothered me in a year.
Oh my God.
But yeah, I was $500 richer somehow. Thanks. Bye.
Okay, I know that he was creepy and asking for you to do something illegal, but that does not make it okay for you to scam him. Just because you can take advantage of someone doesn't mean you should. Also, I'm hypersensitive to this because I've gotten scammed before.
I've been scammed too.
I'm sorry, but that just checks out for both of us.
What?
I don't even want to know.
I'm not going to die, but one time and one time only.
I've been scammed a few times.
But it was a big time. It was a big time.
How much money did you lose?
Like $700.
I lost $1,000.
But then I've gotten that other way. I feel like it's all like checks and balances in life.
Have you scammed others?
No, but I mean just like I found money or like something,
Oh,
you know
sure,
what I mean?
sure.
Like just like I've come up in some way and then I'm like, all right, that in my head, it's like a mental like, okay.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
And also, from every experience, you learn something.
You'll learn.
I am definitely too trusting of strangers is something that I learned. I basically can't decide in this secret who's the protagonist and who's the antagonist because I don't quite like either of them. I don't like a creepy guy. And it says a lot that I'm even standing up for him because I feel like I would never stand up for a creepy dude. But I also don't like the girl who's scamming someone out of $500. I'm not voting in this election.
It is so, I mean, like let's just like feelings aside, she's hilarious. I mean,
Her delivery was great. Yeah.
And like just the whole, I mean, that takes some, like, that's a hustle. Like she was.
Yeah, it's very courageous of her to scam him.
No, I mean, just like all the, like the COVID thing and I need it both
She got
ways.
creative.
Like she got, yes. Like,
yeah, she got creative. Well, that's the trouble sometimes with evil doers is that they're smart.
They're smart.
And they,
calculated.
and interesting and
yeah. Charismatic or
charismatic.
like, yeah, I know, that's so true.
And it's like, I love what you're doing, but not what you're doing. Like, I love how you're doing it, but not what you're doing.
I love the delivery, or the execution, but not
the delivery?
Not the
plan?
Something. What is it? Concept?
Just don't do it again.
I do hear what this person's saying about, like, they should have at some point realized because of the massage. I like this person. It's almost like, okay, there's multiple people at fault for this because one person, like the person on the other end wanted to fall for this. You know what I'm saying? Like you put yourself in a situation where you almost want to do something, right? You want to believe in this, you know, like wanted it to be true.
There are other people, I don't think they're on the camera, but there are other people with you in that room. Can you do a check on who thinks that who's to blame?
Well, they're both dudes, so that would actually be interesting to hear.
Yeah.
Who's to blame in this situation?
Or give me a percentage.
Or, yeah.
I feel like the guy for falling for it.
Okay.
Honestly.
The guy for falling for it.
And, I mean, he kind of like walked into that himself because he was trying to solicit sex.
It's like a sunken cost fallacy. They've gotten so far that they just keep believing.
Like I didn't come this far just to come this far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is that the consensus back there?
Maybe a 60-40, maybe a 70-30.
And I don't know who has whose side.
I don't know. There's a lot going on here.
There's a lot going on. Oh, man. All right. I mean, no, I get it. He shouldn't have been soliciting sex on the internet. And also, I just feel bad that he was so sad and lonely and then was susceptible to this.
He needs rainbow sprinkles.
He needs My Little Pony and rainbow sprinkles.
Aw. $500 could have gotten a lot of sprinkles.
Oh, that's so true.
You stole his sprinkle money, jerk.
Oh my God. All right. Let's get on to it.
Hi, Alyx. I'm a big fan of your show, and I just wanted to get the secret out because I don't know who else to tell it to. So growing up, I've lived in a very Christian house, and on my dad's side of the family, it was very Christian. So I ended up going to church with my cousins a lot, and we ended up getting really close and stuff. And so whenever me and my cousin would have a sleepover, we were like, I don't know, 6 and 7. We were like pretty young. And we wanted to know what it was like to kiss someone. So we tried for like 5 minutes. I don't know how long it was, but it felt like 5 minutes. And then we told ourselves that our tongues were just having a play date. Like I remember her reassuring me that our tongues were just having a play date. And then I told her how weird I felt about it and how we both felt super guilty. So we started praying to God because we still wanted to go to heaven. And we knew that girls kissing was a sin. So we started like aggressively praying. Like I remember us crying and like praying to God. And I don't know if she still remembers it. They live far away now. So I'm visiting them soon. And I don't know if I should bring it up or something, but I don't know if she still remembers it. I hope she doesn't. But I think about that all the time. And I'm like, girl, why? Why would I do that? Anyways, now thinking about that might have been my gay awakening. Who knows? Anyways, I hope you love my secret.
I do love your secret. I love your tongues having a play date as to minimize the sexual nature of what they're doing. It's like they're just hanging out.
Tongue play dates.
Yeah.
Why does no one say that? That's beautiful.
It's like, honey, I didn't cheat on you. I had a tongue play date.
Yes. Aw, that's cute.
Is that cute?
I mean, I don't think it's supposed to be, but it is.
You know what's so twisted? That the guilt that this girl has, or that these two girls had, was about the queerness of what they were doing and not the incest. I feel like that should lead you to asking, where your values are coming from and what you're subscribing to. You look confused, Amanda.
I'm just thinking.
It's like, how do you feel? You're praying for God to forgive you for being gay, and which I understand because that's what religion says is bad, but incest is the real issue for me.
True. I see what you're saying.
It's
6 and 1.
You seem more confused than I want you to be.
I think it's sad. I don't necessarily even know if it's gay. I think it's just practicing, right? You're just practicing on your cousin. It's not really that big of a deal. You were 8 and 6.
She said it was her gay awakening. It sounds gay.
Okay.
As someone who kissed girls when I was younger and is now queer.
All right, fine.
Did you kiss girls when you were younger?
I did.
And it was practice.
Yeah.
Okay, so
maybe I'm just speaking from experience.
Right, and that's all we can do. Well, either way, I think it's twisted that the guilt lies in the queerness and not the incest of it all. It's also really funny, just the idea of sinning and then profusely praying. If you ignore the sadness around how much shame is inherently involved with religion and how queerness is considered a sin, if you ignore that generational institutionalized trauma, it's really funny.
Also, the aggressively praying.
I know. I mean, just
like feeling like
paints a
they're like
picture.
afraid that they aren't going to go to heaven is the saddest thing, to think like kids think things like that. It's just so sad. It's
Hey.
too much.
I hope that you are out and about kissing girls now and not asking anyone for forgiveness.
Amen.
Amen. All right, let's talk to a cannibal. For our going public segment, I can't even believe this is happening. We are going to be speaking with the following secret submitter. I'm a 23-year-old OnlyFans girl. I'm pretty normal, I have a boyfriend, and lots of pets. My secret is I'm a cannibal. I've ate pieces of a preserved human brain I bought from a taxidermy store in the same state as me. They have insane stuff like brains and half a human face, torture devices, mummified babies. I don't know how they legally can own and sell this stuff, but I shop there very often. I bought the brain piece about 3 years ago. The first time I ate some of the brain I'll never forget. It was late at night when I was really horny and I took a pair of my makeup tweezers and ripped a piece of the brain off. I ate it and the euphoria I felt was like no other. Every now and again, I'll take another piece off and eat it. I'm saving up for a full human heart next, but it'll take years. I know, as soon as I buy it and bring it home, I'm gonna take a piece off and eat it. The only person who knows I've ate human brain is my boyfriend, and he tells me it's disgusting. I think he tries to forget his sweet angel girlfriend told him she wants to eat human flesh, lol. Love your videos so much, by the way, Alyx. My demo. Okay, let's talk to her. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm really good. I'm very excited and interested in talking to you today.
I'm so excited to be talking to you. I've been watching your channel for years, and it's so funny because the first time I submit a secret and you're like, oh, I want to talk to you. And I was like, this has to be fake. This is the first secret I ever submitted to you.
Well, it's a good one, so of course I want to talk. I have a lot of questions.
Really?
Yeah, well, let me know if there's anything you don't want to answer, but
I'm open to like answering everything, and you don't have to censor my voice because I know it's a very basic white girl, like, so.
Okay, I'll take it. Thank you. When was the first time in your life where you took your first interest in cannibalism?
I was like 10 years old and I first learned about Jeffrey Dahmer, and I was like, that's so weirdly interesting. I need to know more.
Wow. And so are you a big fan of him? Did you just do a lot of research?
I mean, I wouldn't say a fan. His actions were disgusting and he's a horrible person, but like, I was so interested. I had to know everything about his cases, how he ate it, like what parts he ate. Like, I was just so interested. And then I started learning about other cannibals.
So when you learn about cannibals, are you interested in the killing element of what they're doing or just the eating?
Just the eating. Because killing is wrong, and like jail and stuff.
Jail sounds bad.
It sounds horrible.
Do you consider yourself to be violent at all? Like, if jail was not an outcome of killing, would you kill?
I don't think so. I mean, unless I had to, like, someone broke into my house, shoot him dead. Or, like, someone hurts, like, a child or something, kill him, hang him. But, like, not for no reason.
Kill him, hang him. Okay, so you wouldn't just pick a victim for the sake of eating them?
No, like I said in my secret, what I ate, like, I bought from, like, a taxidermy store, and it was all, like...
Right.
I'm assuming medical stuff, like...
You're an ethical cannibal.
I guess so.
What is the very first body part that you ate?
Probably, like, my own skin, scabs when I was really young. I know that's so disgusting, but...
I mean, I feel like we've already surpassed the disgusting. You just let me know. What was the first body part that you ate that wasn't your own?
The brain I bought a couple years ago.
How much does a brain cost?
Well, it's not a full brain, unfortunately. It's just a chunk of it, and it was $200 plus
Wow.
shipping. It was a lot of money, but it was worth it. I mean, it's really cool. It's like the coolest thing I own.
But is it cool? Do you plan to own it for a long time, or do you plan to eat it?
I mean, I only ate a little chunk of it. I've eaten like more of it, so now it's like kind of small, and I'm like disappointed in myself because I want to keep it for like display and stuff. But then I look at it and I'm like, I kind of want to eat it.
I'm sorry, but who are you? What audience are you tailoring to display a brain as your decor?
Do you mean like in my porn?
Okay, I do want to ask you about that, but let's get there eventually.
I like taxidermy. Like I have a lot of taxidermy butterflies, so I thought it would like go in well. I also have like a couple hearts on display. Those aren't human, they're animal hearts and like lungs and stuff.
Would you be interested in eating animal lungs and hearts, or it has to be human?
It has to be human. The funny thing about that is like animal stuff kind of grosses me out. Like
No kidding.
chicken has to be white meat, or else I'm like, ew, it's kind of gross.
You're telling me that you are picky with your meat consumption, but you want to eat a human?
Yeah. My boyfriend laughs at me. He laughs at me.
Oh my God. I have questions about your boyfriend as well, but before we get there, what does human brain taste like? Everyone's dying to know.
A lot of people, like, I know they're probably expecting me to say it tastes like chicken or something, but it tastes like that undescribable meat you had at school lunch, but it tastes good. And you're like, I don't know what this is, but like, I like it.
I actually know what you mean, and I did like that weird non-meat meat.
It was like so good, like the like sauce or whatever they would use.
Maybe I'll eat human brain.
They say it makes you go crazy, so I don't know.
Do you feel like that's true? Did you experience that?
I'm a lot more emotional than I was a couple years ago. I don't know.
Do you really think that you can attest it to eating brain, though?
Maybe it's just a placebo effect because I've read so much about how it can make you sick.
So you've read that specifically human brain, eating it can make you sick?
Yeah, it's called mad cow disease or something. You can read about it. It's pretty weird.
Wow.
Cannibals, like in the past Indian tribes or whatever that would eat human brain, they would get sick from eating it.
What would be the side effects, or what would happen?
Kind of like similar to rabies almost. Like you can't think logically and you're like violent and things like that, but I'm not violent at all, so.
Not yet, not unless you finish that brain.
Oh God. I don't think I will. That's scary.
Does that make you nervous?
Yeah, I don't want my personality to change.
Why do you like it? What about it? Or is it sort of an indescribable interest?
I think it's like an indescribable interest. Maybe I just was way too interested in it when I was younger and it like messed up something in my brain. I'm not really sure.
So is it about the experience for you, or is it about taste, or is taste not really relevant?
It tasted good. I think it more or less overlaps with like a fetish.
Okay. So it is sexual by nature when you're doing it.
Definitely. It's sexual.
When you have eaten yourself or brain, are you like simultaneously getting off? Do you get off after?
Well, I have a video of it because I wanted proof, like in case my boyfriend was like, "You're lying to me." And I also sold the video to 2 people because they were weird. But I ate the brain, and while like during it makes me like horny kind of, and then after I'll like masturbate, I guess.
How much did you sell that video for?
Well, the first time I was like, no one's gonna buy this. This is weird. Why did I record it? So I gave it to him for like $30, $40, I think. And then the second time I was like, okay, you know what? I know my price now, and I sold it for like 200.
Hell yes. Yes. I was gonna 30, 40, girl, you need to be even more than I feel like people would pay way more for that.
I'm like a very shy person, so when I first started doing sex work, I was like, I'm gonna make my stuff like as cheap as possible so people will actually buy it. But then when I started really doing it, I was like, oh, I should charge more.
Hell yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
You should charge more. So
Yeah.
is there a correlation between the cannibalism and you getting into sex work?
No, I got into sex work just because I was really poor when I was living in Indiana, and I was like, I need money, and I know it's fast money. Like, it can be like really, really fast sometimes. And then I kind of more or less got addicted to it, like making the money fast and making it from home.
Does your boyfriend ever film with you?
Yeah, he used to a lot before OnlyFans got really strict and said that people have to have an account just to upload with other people.
Oh.
Before I could just upload his ID and it was all good, but
so do you mostly do masturbation videos?
Mm-hmm. And like Findom.
Findom? I don't know what that means.
I bully men and they like it. Like, I tell them like they're pathetic pieces of shit and they pay me lots of money.
That sounds so fun. I love that.
It is fun.
Oh
Sometimes
my God.
I feel bad.
No, you're doing God's work. It's good.
Some of them are really, really strange, and it overlaps with the cannibalism. I get vor people too, and they're like, "I want you to eat me. If I was tiny, would you eat me?" And I'm like, yeah."
You're like, literally, sir, I would eat you.
Yes.
So when
people
you say
strange.
When you say it overlaps, you just mean by the nature of how fetishes come into play?
Yeah, like I feel like people that are into vor aren't necessarily just into cannibalism, but there is a cannibalism aspect to it. Like, you're like fantasizing about like eating people or being eaten by a person. So like,
are you interested in being eaten or just eating?
Just eating. I don't want to be eaten.
So you sold me neither. So you sold those videos. Is there any other time where you incorporated your cannibalism into your work aside from telling people you'd eat them, which I feel like anyone could say for money, you know?
I had one guy that asked me how much for me to like actually like cannibalize him, and I was like, I'm not going to jail for your fucking fetish.
But like, were you interested?
Definitely interested, but he wanted like weird elements. Like, he wanted me to like hurt him and stuff. Like that guy that filmed cutting up that guy and eating his penis. He like filmed it and stuff. He went to jail for a long time.
I take it you've looked online and have you talked to other cannibals?
Yeah, they're really weird. They just want me to kill them, but I'm like, I don't want to kill you. I don't want to hurt.
Well, are you a common type of cannibal? As in, are there lots of people who aren't violent, don't want to hurt, but do want to eat?
I think so, because I've seen a lot of consensual like cannibalism art, so there must be a lot of other consensual, but that still involves killing. I don't know.
The phrase consensual cannibalism is so funny to me.
That should be a band name.
Oh my God, it should be. Wow, love that. Well, what does consensual cannibalism even look like? Someone saying, yeah, here, you can cut off a chunk of my arm.
Yeah, I guess.
Cool.
There's been cases of it. I've like read the cases. They're bizarre. And I'm sure you've heard about the website Cannibal Cafe.
I haven't. I'm sure you have. Would you like to tell me what it is?
It's a weird website. You can't find it unless you go on like the Wayback Machine. It has forums that have been saved. It's basically just a bunch of cannibals talking about like what they want to do and stuff like that. Really weird, bizarre, like descripted fantasies.
Where do you talk to cannibals now? Reddit?
I used to talk to them on Tumblr.
Okay.
Because there'd be a lot of like art on there that like piqued my interest of like ladies and like boiling pots of like soup or whatever, and I'd reblog them, and it'd also be like really like pretty like detailed art, and then the weirdos would find me.
Speaking of boiling ladies or whatever you just said, if no rules,
oh God,
what would you do? What human body part would you eat if you could eat anything, and how would you eat it?
Jeffrey Dahmer said the bicep tasted delicious and it was really like delicate. I'd probably eat that.
So it's so interesting. So you don't stand by Jeffrey Dahmer, but you seem to be enthralled by him.
He's so interesting, and he knows what he did was wrong, and he doesn't try to blame anyone else, and like he's just so interesting.
He's got good morals. What can I say?
Yeah. Not really,
No,
but I mean, Kind of.
uh, you said that you were saving up for a human heart.
Hmm.
How much is that?
So much money. It depends on where you get it. I want to buy it legally. So the one in the shop that I saw was like $10,000.
Wow. So
A
you're not
lot
saving
of
up for
money.
a car or anything.
Well, I have anxiety about driving.
A house,
I right now, me
savings.
and my boyfriend are saving for a house too, but
That's good. Do you think he would mind if you took out $10K for a heart?
he'd probably be questioning why. He'd be like, "I'm gonna leave you if you eat it." He's like very weirded out by my cannibalism stuff.
I feel like that's fair. And I do have more questions about that. What was the first time you told him that you were into cannibalism, and how did he react?
I think we were drunk and we were having conversations about fetishes or like weird things. I think I asked him about like a secret maybe or something. And then I just kind of like told him. I don't remember what I said or what I told him or anything. I just remember I told him, and then I brought it up again and I was like, "How do you feel?" And he's like, "I think it's weird and wrong, but I don't want to feel differently towards you." And I was like, "I hope you don't."
So do you talk about it, or is it something you guys kind of avoid discussing?
I kind of avoid it because I don't want him to think I'm weird. Like, I really don't want him to lose feelings for me because we've been together a long time.
How long?
It's been like 2 years now.
Does he know that you're doing this podcast?
Yeah, I told him I was really excited, and he's like, "You're excited to tell your darkest secret ever?" And I was like, "I guess so. I can never talk about it."
I mean, I feel like that should say something, that you're excited to talk about it, and maybe that means you should be able to talk about it more in your relationship. And I understand why you're hesitant, because I imagine most people would be a little, I don't know what, I'm going to use the word weirded out.
Yeah, like, I know it's super weird. Like, when other people talk to me about it, I describe them as weird, but they're very, like, violent and stuff when they talk about it.
I did notice that when you mentioned talking to other cannibals, you said that they were weird, but you just mean they're weird when they're violent. If you met another ethical cannibal, would you feel like it wasn't weird?
I'd be like, "Oh, that's kind of cool. Like, you like got to do that and like not hurt anybody and like put a use to an organ that no one's really using." I mean, people buy it to put on display, but it just kind of sits there.
All right, I'm going to give you a hypothetical situation. You're walking down the street and you see a dead person on the side of the road. Do you take a bite?
No, because I'd be involved in the investigation, and plus, like, I don't know what bug activity has went on there. I don't know what happened to the victim. Like, I don't know.
It's so funny to me that you truly are a cannibal in the purest form. You just want to do it the right way. Healthy, moral, cage-free cannibalism. So, is it illegal for you to eat human body parts on OnlyFans? Because I feel like that would really help your career. It is.
Yes. Oh my God, it's illegal or not illegal. What the fuck? They have terms of service. Like, there's so much stuff you can't do on OnlyFans. Like, right now, they're so like boring. I can't even like be like, "Oh, step bro, will take down my fucking videos."
What? But everybody loves incest.
I know. That's a whole nother thing. How is that like more normalized than like cannibalism?
I don't know. I think I could argue for incest over cannibalism. Oh my God. Those are all my questions, but I'm curious if you have anything you want to say or interesting anecdotes of any sort.
I probably would make more money if I could post it on OnlyFans. I didn't think about that because I sold it through like videos, or not videos. I sold it through like Messenger. Sorry.
I feel like you could keep selling that video and make a lot.
Yeah. The one good thing about sex work is I can resell videos over and over and over and make like a lot of money.
And I think you should up that price.
Like 500?
Like 500. Maybe even more. Here, I want a quick list.
God.
Like almost a game, really fast, speed. Tell me all the stuff that you've eaten before, whether your own or somebody else's.
Mainly just like scabs and like skin like around like my fingernails. I used to like chew like my lip skin off, just like gross, like dead lip skin.
What about other people? Have you ever eaten a friend?
I've eaten other people's scabs when I was like a small child.
And do you think your boyfriend would ever let you eat his scabs?
Ew, no, I wouldn't want to now.
Wait.
Scabs are actually kind of gross.
Okay, hold on. Now you're confusing me. You're
When I
grossed
was
out.
younger,
Okay, but how you're grossed out by scabs, but you would eat somebody's, what did you say the body part you wanted to eat?
a heart.
Bicep?
Oh yeah, heart or a bicep.
Very interesting. I can't quite pin you
Well,
down.
The scabs are gross to me only because it's like old dry skin with like
Right.
like dirt and like God knows what is in there, follicles, like
Totally. We want to eat fresh.
mhm, like Subway.
Like Subway. That's what I was thinking.
You said you had questions about like my sex work and stuff?
Yeah, well, it was mostly I wanted to know if you were able to incorporate the cannibalism into your sex work. Is there something you want to share about it?
Oh no, I was just really curious about what questions you had about that.
Well, you kind of explained why you started it and what you do, and I just feel like your interest in cannibalism is so, well, maybe I think it's niche, but it's not. So I thought that
There's
would be
lot
such a
of
cool way
cannibalism
to
or
incorporate
like
it.
cannibals and stuff. Thank you.
There are a lot of cannibals.
There's a lot. I mean, I've talked to thousands of men that are interested into this.
Would you
and
say it's
kind
more
of shocking.
often men than women?
I've talked to a couple ladies, but yeah, it's a lot more men. So many more men.
Do you have friends, like good friends online that you met through this interest?
No, I mean, I have customers.
Cannibal customers.
I guess so.
And you just talk about what you would
Well,
do.
yeah, they ask me questions about like why I like vor and stuff, and that often like leads to me telling them I kind of like cannibalism, and then they ask me about it, and I'm kind of vague.
If a customer sent you a chunk of their body, would you eat it?
I'd want to. I'd be worried about I don't know, like, do they have like a disease or like a blood disease, or
Right.
are they a clean person? I don't know. Also, I don't know if I could get in trouble for that.
I don't know. I mean, if someone's optionally giving you their body, that's up to them.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know the laws
Yeah.
around cannibalism.
I don't know. I know you can get in trouble for it. Technically, you can, because it's like gross disuse of a body or something. They'll charge you with something weird like that.
Interesting. If this is information you probably should know, just in case.
Yeah.
I just feel like if someone offers you, well, okay, I guess it's like, I'm not going to fall down a rabbit hole. I was just about to, but I'm going to come back up. Okay. Do you have any other thoughts before we sign off? Those are all my questions.
What do you think about cannibalism? Would you eat somebody? Like, if it was like a beautiful meal prepared and you didn't know, and then you ate it and you're like, this is delicious. And they're like, it's human. How would you feel? Like, would you be like, I want more?
I really want to say something to make you feel good, but I'd be really disturbed. I'm not going to, because I get grossed out eating even regular meat. I've gone vegetarian multiple times in my life. So I just don't know. And it's almost a lot. The animals that gross me out the most are the ones that I do relate to being more human, like pigs, because they're so smart.
Pigs are so cute.
Pigs are so cute. I don't want to eat them. And I don't want to eat a human either. But I respect that you do.
You respect it?
Respect is an interesting word that I chose.
Very. It was almost like therapy to like talk so much about it with you.
Do you have a therapist? Do you talk to someone?
No, but I probably should. My boyfriend says I should get a therapist.
Does he go to therapy?
No.
It's so funny someone saying to go to therapy when they don't. What are you going to say?
I was going to say it's funny because like he has like anger issues like sometimes, so he should probably go, but he tells me I should go because like I'm weird.
You probably should both go.
Yeah,
I think everybody should go to therapy, personally.
definitely. So they can be like a better person.
That's all that we can strive to do. I actually have one more question for you.
Okay.
My producer in the back wants me to ask.
She seems so nice, by the way.
Aw, you're so nice. I told her
Thank
you were so
you.
nice. I
Oh,
did. I
you're
told
so
Alyx. I was like, she
kind.
went out of her way to be so sweet.
She did. Okay,
Thank
here's my
you.
question. And I kind of want to do a little role play with you if you're
Ooh,
comfortable
I'm
with
so
it.
into this.
Oh God. Okay.
So Amanda just wrote on the screen, she said, "Cannibal dirty talk, question mark, question mark." So
Totally.
can we play through
Yes.
what cannibal dirty talk would sound like?
Just a lot of like, are you ready to be my little snack? Like, I'll dip you in honey and like lick you before I eat you.
What else? Keep going.
I'll boil you nice and slow so your skin falls off.
Yes, I love it. Keep going.
Yeah, more.
turning me on.
Oh my God. When I go to eat your penis, I'll make sure to look you right in the eyes.
I love it. Keep going.
Why
oh
am
my
I
God,
literally
wanna
turned
pay you.
on?
I know, she's turning me on too.
I'm blushing.
She's blushing. Oh my God. No, I get the gist. We won't make you keep going.
Okay,
But that
fine.
was awesome.
That was the best.
Thank you so much. How much do I owe you?
Usually for something like that, I'm like really expensive now. I'll charge like $50 because I'm like, you're like charging my time or whatever. I'm like such a bitch, honestly.
Two things. $50 for how much time?
For like 20 minutes or
For
so,
20
but I'm like very talkative. I talk a lot.
Secondly, do not call yourself a bitch for asking for what you're worth. Okay?
Okay.
Right.
You got that?
Yeah.
Good. Okay. Thank you for talking to me. I adore you.
I adore you.
I adore you too.
Yay. This is so beautiful.
This seems so wholesome, but then I remember what we were talking about.
I know.
Yes. That should be the tagline of the show.
I could really keep talking to you forever, but I'm like, okay, we got the info. Let's sign off. Thank you again.
Thank you. I hope you have a great day.
You too. Wow. That was my favorite call yet, to be honest. I just am astounded at how humanizing she made cannibalism seem. She was lovely, and I think that conversation just goes to show you that you shouldn't judge people quickly, because the more we talked about it and the longer I got to know her, the less kind of in awe I was at what she was telling me. I mean, I am still in awe, but I'm not disturbed. Well, no, I am disturbed. I wouldn't write, like, if I met her in person, I wouldn't write her off as quickly as I would maybe if I just, for face value, found out she was a cannibal. And then I have a conversation and now I'm like, okay, you actually seem lovely and I'd be your friend. And I'm not afraid that you're going to eat me. That was amazing. And I'm hungry. No, I'm just kidding. Amanda, did you have a good time?
I had so much fun. I love her.
I love her too.
She's so cute. You know, I was thinking like, do you remember Gremlins? How there's like all the rest of them are scary and there's one cute one.
She's the cute one.
She's the
cute cannibal.
Yeah, she's the cute cannibal. Also, her voice was so cute. Like, how could you not like her?
I just loved her worrying about getting diseases and making sure it's clean and ethical. It's just, it seems like
conscious cannibalism.
Conscious cannibalism. That's what the word is. Yes.
Yes. She's a queen. And I love that she's like, what did she say? What is it called when she's on OnlyFans doing, telling guys they're pieces of shit and stuff?
Oh.
It's like this femdom. That's what it's called.
Femdom. Everything about her, honestly,
God,
I'm such a fan.
I love everything about this girl. And she sounds hot also. I'm like, can you just keep talking?
She does sound hot.
She's turning me on.
Oh my God, you're just turned on when she was doing the cannibal talk.
I was kind of low-key turned on by that. I know. I was like, am I a cannibal?
By
I
the
used to bite
cannibal
my
talk?
nails too. Am I a freaking she didn't really say a lot. Like she hasn't eaten a lot of things. Like I feel like she could have ate way more of herself.
Amanda, are you coming out as a cannibal right now?
I'm a mayable.
What?
Mayable.
Like you may be a cannibal?
Maybe.
You're a mayable.
May nibble. May nibble.
When I was saying that I was turned on when she was doing the cannibal talk, I was kind of saying it for shits and giggles, but you were really turned on.
Oh, I think it was just her voice that was turning me on, though. I don't
Okay.
think it was like because it was about brains and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
It's hard to say for sure.
I don't know. It's hard to know, really.
It's just like the tractor dilemma. Is it about the tractor
or is it about
the woman on the tractor?
Yes. I think what was cool about her, you already said it, but I think what was cool is just that she was like a cute, soft landing place for us to ask questions about cannibals. Like it wasn't a scary person that was, you know,
Right,
like I feel like
right.
she was just super open to us asking questions and giving, you know, just being honest. And that made it not scary. And maybe that just made it like, I don't know. I just like that she's open and sharing about it.
I appreciate that she made something that seems very foreign a lot more, I don't want to, relatable is not the word, but just less terrifying and more kind of like comprehensible.
And also, I mean, it's not like she bought one brain, all right? It's not crazy.
She's only eaten one brain. All right, let's move on. And now for Chatroulette, let's go tell your secrets to some strangers as my own. Hey.
Hey, hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Actually, I'm not good.
Tell me.
I guess I just feel a bit heartbroken. Yeah. Someone that I am in love with proposed to their girlfriend today. So I'm just sad.
Okay, and this person knows that about your feelings?
Yes, but they think that it's not right for us to be together.
Why?
It's my brother. Why are you laughing?
Is your brother? Are you in love with your brother?
I'm in love with my brother.
Your blood brother?
Yeah.
Are you streaming?
No.
Is that true? Why people usually don't get in love with their brother?
I don't get why they wouldn't. You spend a lifetime with someone learning what they like, what they don't like, what makes them laugh, what makes them cry. And he knows me so well and I know him so well, so and he left. Hey.
Yo, hey.
What's up? What are you doing on here?
Chilling?
There's so many people who have been masturbating on here.
Really?
Yeah, you don't see that?
No.
Oh.
I prefer not to.
Me too. And it's also really frustrating because I can't masturbate anymore, so I'm like, don't rub it in my face. I can't.
Why?
I once pleasured myself with my grandma's vibrating face massager, and she still uses it every day. So I just can't anymore.
The fuck?
Yeah.
It's just so weird.
I don't know. I don't know what to do about it, but it's just ruined. I can't masturbate anymore.
That's fair enough, I guess.
I love my grandma.
Well, why would you do that? So if you knew you were gonna regret it.
Sometimes when you're horny, you just do things without thinking. I mean, I'm sure you've
True.
done. What's something you've done that you are embarrassed about because you were horny?
Nothing, I guess.
Come on. Nothing?
Like if I was horny, I did what I had to do. I don't regret it. Like it
Maybe
is what it is.
the weirdest thing you've done to get off. I'm trying to feel better. Help me.
Okay. Okay, no, I don't want to tell. Sorry.
Oh, now I'm really intrigued and invested. Can you give me a hint?
Dildo.
A dildo. Oh my god, yes. You know what? Let's normalize ass play for men.
That's it.
That's it. People think it's... there's so many cultural associations with queerness, but you guys have a thing that makes it feel good up your butt. I think that's awesome.
True.
True.
Do you like it up your butt too?
No, I don't.
That's just life, I guess.
That's life. We all have our preferences.
No, I'm joking. I never did that. I was just joking, obviously. No, I was just joking. 100%. I was just joking.
But do you know that jokes come from real places?
What the fuck? I don't even use drugs, like.
What? No, I said jokes come from real places.
Oh, jokes. I thought you said drugs come from real places. I thought
That's
you meant,
true,
like,
too.
you meant, like, from men's butt, like, you know.
You are doing drugs right now.
No, I'm just drinking, actually.
That's a drug.
Is that a drug?
Yeah.
Damn, okay, so I'm a drug addict, so.
Well, I didn't go that far.
No, I'm joking. I smoke a bit of weed sometimes. And I did coke, obviously, and acids and MDMA, and I don't do it anymore.
Obviously. And tried a little butt stuff.
No, thanks.
I'm sorry, you said it, and I choose to believe it.
Okay, believe it, so it's not true, though.
But it's making me feel better about my grandma massaging her face with my pussy juices.
Your pussy juice? Did you clean it at least?
No. It's battery operated. I didn't know if I would ruin it.
Okay. She probably felt like, you know, so like smooth and smelly.
She probably did feel smooth and
And
smelly.
she was like, damn, what is this?
Yeah. I think that's probably what's going on in her head.
That's mad.
That's mad. It's so mad. All right. Well, this has been a sincerely enlightening conversation. Thank you for your time.
I enjoyed it too. What's your name?
Alyx, what's your name?
What's your name?
Alyx.
Alyx.
Yeah.
My name is Alyx.
Stop it.
No way.
Are you lying to me?
My name is Alexandre. My name is Alexandre.
But do people call you Alyx for short?
Yeah.
Seemed like that was a lie. That was the first real lie. The butt stuff wasn't a lie.
No, it was all a lie. Sorry. My name's not Alyx.
Your name's not Alyx.
Caught me. Ooh, okay.
All right.
No, my name is Telmo.
All right, you know what? I'm getting frustrated with knowing the truth in this conversation. And I'm gonna leave.
No, it's Telmo. I swear to fucking God, now. Okay, Alyx, bye.
And now for our round of applause. My assignment for you is to go play My Little Pony. Not literally, or maybe literally, if that's what lights you up. But I want you to find your My Little Pony equivalent, that activity that lights the child up in you, whether that's eating a bucket of sprinkles like Amanda's gonna do after the show. Maybe you want to eat frosting off your toes. Maybe you want to roll around in the grass, play Mario Kart. I don't know. Only you know what lights you up. But look within and ride that pony. Thank you, everyone, for listening. Don't forget to follow, rate, and review Revealing Your Secrets, the podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. Remember, you're only as sick as your secrets, so send them to me. Go to speakpipe.com/revealingyoursecrets to leave a voicemail or fill out the anonymous submission form at the bottom of my show notes. Today's episode of Revealing Your Secrets is a production by Cast Media. I'm your host, Alyx Weiss. My producer is Amanda Elliott. My executive producers are Colin Thompson and Harris Lane. My editor is Arvin Lee. My technical engineer is Brandon Klein. And design and animations by Jeff Schweikart. See you next time.